Hi, everybody. This is Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another YouTube, YouTube. I get confused. I've been on Facebook a lot lately, but YouTube live stream for Sunday, October 18th, 2021. It's approximately 10:05 a.m. right now, and what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be taking a walk through our property, all about 10 acres of it, and looking for Limwood for mom. We're starting to have fires. As you can see, I'm wearing a hoodie today, and it's about 50 degrees. It was down in the 40s last night, and I don't have enough scrap wood to get her through the winter, so I usually go through our woods and get wood for her and cut it all up and just put it up there. Basically, the dry limb wood that has fallen off of the oak trees and other trees that are out there. But I won't be able to get it until I have a quad, and I'm not sure when saw surgeon's going to have it ready, so I may be buying something just so I can haul the splitter around and go through our woods and collect wood, because yeah, it's getting old pushing that splitter. But let me look and see who's all here. We got William Miller's here. Got 15 watching. Got 3 likes. I bet you old Tie Man Buckeye hit liked. And Chris Bishop's here again. Hope you guys caught that live stream yesterday. I watched the replay of the King and I taking down a bunch of trees. I thought it turned out pretty well, except for the technical difficulties. I got to keep an eye on this receiver here that goes into the phone. I thought I lost it yesterday. It fell out, and if it shakes or if the sound isn't coming through, let me know, because this thing gets loose on here. And when I did the live stream on Facebook the other day, was a Friday, Darren threw one of them pieces of black locust right there, and it hit the tripod, and then it got loose, and then it was like choppy. The sound was. It was like every 5th word got cut out. So, but I'm sure the people that don't like me talking, which is like just about every hater, I tell them just to turn the volume off. You don't want to hear what I'm saying. So, because a lot of people do. But like I said, I'm going to walk through our property, look for limwood, just put it up in my head, and just remember, okay, I need to go here and there once I get a quad. So I'm going to make my way. We're going to start go around the barn, down by the lake, then around through there, back all the way to the road. And if there's time left when we get done, there's still, I like to make this about an hour long. If there's any time left, I got my studio set up in the house, and I might sit down and do some Q&A with you. I don't know, let me know what you think about that. So I might as well get walking right now, but I think Darren said he was going to be here. Flick boogers. Check out this black locust he just brought me. Is that bundle grade premium? Nice and dry and ready to go. Uh-oh. I wonder what Chris said. I didn't say it. But Deb and Chuck here yet? There's Judah, Stacy. Oh, she's in the scrap. But Cowboy ain't here, is he? I think he was up north with his dad, but look at this. I had, in the video last week on the other channel, I had Cowboy split this for me. On my brother's truck, Paul, the check engine light came on, so he dropped it off at his mechanic, and that was a month ago. He probably hasn't even looked at it yet. It could just be a bad sensor. So that's why he's been doing all the work in the van. But back to the video, Cowboy got all this wood split that I asked him to, plus the other the ash that was over by bay number 1, and got it nice and stacked. I think he did a pretty good job back here. But I'll try not to be too shaky when I walk, because I know it kind of has lag or gets blurry on you. But we'll go back here. This is where we're going to start at. You can see I've been selling some of this wood back here. That Mountain Man, what's going on, Mountain Man? Somebody bought that pile the other day. It was all Yeah, I know it. And on top of it, he's only getting paid $500 for the job, and he's got to pay $20 to take a van load to the dump. He's got like 10 loads back there to do. He paid me 100. I told him I'd do it for free, but then I'm like, well, I got to sharpen his chains, and I got to buy the gas for the saw, and I'm here dragging brush when I thought I was just going to be helping him take the trees down. So I said, yeah, I'll take the $100. So I think I'll even come and cut some of this brush up for Mom. But there's some good wood right there. That's all oak. Looks like this is I don't know what that came. Oh, I think Nate cut this down to make it into to stack the wood on. Now there's a massive branch right there on that oak tree. I've been waiting for it to come down. It's been up dead for years, but eventually it will fall down and I will come get it. Can't go too far over that way because that goes into the neighbors. Looks like Dangerous as Darren's here. Can't believe Darren ain't out in the woods. Darren's got a delivery to do to Randy today in Scott's. He's expecting them between 11 and 1. I think that, oh no, noon and 2. That gives you a little more time there, Darren. Let's see, what do we got over here? Some little branches. This is a decent sized one. I think it's oak. Looks like good enough quality for Mom. This might be the other piece of it. This is right here in my trail. So I need to get rid of that. Well, look at this. I got another trail right here. I haven't been out in the woods in so long. There's a nice piece of oak right there. That's all dry and ready to go. So, and I'm looking for standing dead trees. But I mean, I've been cutting out here for 10 years. COVID cough. That's something right there. Looks like a piece of oak. Oak branch, it's dry. Oh, that'll work. We can get that. A bunch of geese taking off out of the yard. But, hey, Brad, I see Brad Nelson Ridge Farms here. I sent Brad a message the other day on Facebook, and it showed his face on there. I asked him if he wanted the old, if he wanted my old microphone since I use this one now only. And he didn't get back. I sent it at like 9:30, and he didn't get back to me like 3:30 a.m. So after like 8 hours, I figured, oh, he probably doesn't want it. So I shipped it out to Adventure Roads, Josh. I sent it to him. So he'll be getting that Monday because it makes a difference having the microphone. As long as I remember to put it on and the thing doesn't fall out. So maybe next time, Brad. Oh, you got my sticker in the mail? Okay. Yep. I talked to Bill, and he's gonna get more stickers made. I know Paul Wagner wants one, so I'll get one to him too. So, oh, there is Cowboy here. Cowboy is here. You home or you up north? Now, Mike, we took this tree down a long time ago, the silver maple. That looks pretty dry now. Took it out to get this oak stub down. We'll show you what the lake looks like. As you can tell, the fall colors haven't changed much. Where you at, Nick? I got a grinder. I do an okay job, but sometimes it doesn't work out so well. I think we made a road right through here. Yeah, there's slim pickings out here. I'm always getting it. Morning, Colleen. Morning, Frank. So, yeah, seen a few pieces, but I think I probably could go through the whole woods and maybe get one full quad trailer load. That's if I have something to pull it with. But I'm gonna check out the lake this morning. Cleared out. There goes some geese. Go fly to Canada where you belong. Go to Saskatchewan where you belong. We don't want Canadian geese here. Just totally ruin the yard. Yeah, I don't trust that dock anymore. All right, we'll head back into the woods. We lose you. I don't know if we lost you. It looked like it went out for a little, but it's oak. What's going on outside Michigan? Your leaves change yet? Yeah, I'm off across the property line. There's some right there. There's one. It's a nice oak that's dry. Good piece there. Lake level's down. Here's a piece. Oak. You been hunting yet, Dean? Can you pull your bow back with your shoulder? Yeah, I can't. It doesn't show the signal strength, so I don't know how strong a signal I got right now. I think that's hickory right there. That's dry. Seemed like I left some pieces up over here the other last year to let them dry. No, oh, you don't bow hunt anymore? Pretty thin. I don't know what this is. Oak branch, but it looks green. Doesn't look dry yet. We're gonna have to let it sit. It's sitting on one that is dry. Came off of there up there. Must have been in the storm. Oh, look at this. Already cut and dry. Who left this out here? G-Boz here yet? What's going on in Manitoba? You get snow yet? We actually have a fire going today. Like I say, if you want, if we got time, when I get back, we get done with this, I got my studio set up. We can do some Q&A. Yeah, that would be nice, Paul. I'm not as ambitious as Darren, and I'm not coming through here with a wheelbarrow in the middle of winter. Ain't happening. Not happening. So there's a nice piece of oak. Just a little odds and ends in there, not much. Pretty clean forest. A little piece there. No way, Jose. No wheelbarrows for this guy. The only time I'll use a wheelbarrow if we're at a customer and it has to go in their backyard and we can't drive back there and they pay extra for it and it's flat ground or downhill. I'm anti-wheelbarrow. Town model here yet? Speaking of town model, can we get a let's go Brandon? Let's go Brandon. Somebody say it. We got this culvert here, or this little creek, and it looks like there was a dock section across it. Here's a piece right here. Surprised the water's not running through it since it just rained. And I don't really have trails through here anyway to get to the wood, if I found some. We'll go through here. You know, usually after a rainstorm, this is like a little river. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Booger. Thanks, Flick. Maybe Chris Bishop will say it too. Give her a quart of gold? Give her a quart of gold? No, maybe if Darren wants to bring me his rejected pieces, you know, that stuff's too good for Mom. You know that. Ugh. Nice little hickory here. Here's a dead one. Here's a little dead tree. Cherry. Right there. And just to show you how strong oak is, there's a dead branch. There's a dead branch right here on this tree that the king cut about 6 years ago. He did a cut into it. You can see that when he got up on the ladder. It is pretty straight up and down. But that branch, you know, it's been dead for like 10 years and it's got a notch in it, but it won't come down. Well, if it comes down to it, William Miller, yeah, I might, maybe for Christmas, get Grandma a quart of Darren's finest gold. I think I'm gonna cover up this this hickory stack. Now that it's full, and this one too. So Nate got it all filled up, so that's gonna sit there for a year. What's going on, Chris? Catskill Hillbilly. Figuring out where to set you. Maybe on the ground. Of course, I gotta find my boot. I knew this was gonna happen. Every time this side comes side. Of course, this is a replacement. The replacement pieces. Get a couple of these pieces. I can cover it up. Then put the pieces on to hold the tarp down. Normally I do this right before winter, but I figure if I'm out here right now, I could do it. 6 pieces are probably enough. Tarp's over here. I bought this custom size, or 2 of them, so it covers it up perfect. because I think this is like 12 feet long. I got two 6 foot long by what? Oh, 6 by 6 maybe, or is it 6 by 4? You just want to cover, the top, you know, 1/3 at most. You don't want the whole thing covered. This is gonna be sitting here for 2 years. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to sell all that other stuff. There's that side. I'll cover the other side. I don't know if you can see me. I've been doing that. Like I said, I can't see in the camera. Should be able to see me now. Come on, Nate. Yeah, of course he leaves us on here. This branch. Screw it, it's going on top, as is. I think this channel, we're 3 subscribers short of 6,000. That's not too bad. Good round number. Need somebody on the other side to pull it over. I think this will work. There. I'm just going to leave the big one uncovered. Just too big a tarp to cover it. So we got that on. See that? That should help. Yeah, it's not quite long enough. Might be 13 feet in between there. So, gotta do this side now. I think this one I got a big enough tarp just to do it with one tarp. Get some of these off. Probably need about 6 of them. Well, got one rip in it. These tarps, they only last, maybe 5 years. That's why I prefer the metal sheeting. Which way does this go? Like that. Yeah, not as much action as yesterday, folks. If you missed it, you better watch the replay. It's pretty good. Surprise Saturday, but the Kings at church he don't believe on working on Sundays, so I had to do it when I had to do it. And like I say, just the ends are uncovered. I think this one is like just over 10 feet. Might be like 11 foot, so or so. Damn, top heavy almost fell over. And the bad thing about the tarp too, if it gets, the water gets puddled in there. All right, back on the move again. Is Deb and Chuck here yet? Has anybody seen them? Does anybody know if Iron and Oak Sawmill's here? They here yet? I know they're busy on the weekends. I think they had family coming in out of town, so I don't know if they're here yet. Still some underbrush back here. It's gonna be a little bit harder to see it, but I'm just like making mental notes right now where the good wood is. Good enough for Mom. I know there's some back in there. There's a nice piece of dry hickory. Boiler wood I left out here, that's just gonna rot away. More work than worth. I probably could cut a few pieces off this cherry. Yeah, Darren's gonna be putting in a wood stove himself. So I don't know, he might not have enough wood to sell to me and for him to burn himself. That gold mine ain't gonna last forever. Once it's all mined out, then you gotta find a new place. There's some junk pieces, more boiler wood and junk. Now there's a couple, looks like some, it's that silver maple. It has a little bit of mushrooms on it, but I think I could drag those out of there, cut it up. Like I wouldn't sell that, but I would give it to Mom. I don't think Darren knows what that looks like, but I bet you it's out there. It looks a lot like locust, Darren. The Osage orange, you can get it confused. It's gold on the inside. The bark is different though. Here's my one swamp. Here's where I came out in the wintertime last year and took down a maple and an elm. Looks like this branch fell off of the maple. That'll be good for her. Heading towards the back of the property now. Oh yeah, Darren, you brought me, didn't you bring me like 6 pieces one time? It wasn't much, and I ended up giving it to Randy, who you're delivering to today. I told him to save this for the coldest day of the year. Not sure how far our property goes over, probably another 15 yards. Here's a good standing dead oak tree right there. That one's ready. I don't know, Logger Al, you think I can handle it? If I drop it, Logger Al will say I got lucky. I got lucky. Yeah, Logger Al said those trees we cut yesterday weren't trees, they were saplings. I don't know, man. A couple of them were like about a foot in diameter and over 30 feet tall. Just nothing on the ground. You just got to look at the around the bottom of the oak trees where it comes down at. I keep looking to make sure this microphone thing's on. But yesterday, I was trying to work and cameraman at the same time. There's a good piece of oak right there. And I have saved some standing dead oak trees back here that weren't quite dry and for like emergency situations. We get real low on firewood. Well, I guess I could tap into Bay 1 if we really needed it. I see old Let's Go Brandon has raised the price of natural gas, propane. There's two twin dead ones right there. Pretty dry. They've been there for a while. This out of the trail. I think is that sassafras dead? Could be. Do some maintenance out here, cleaning. Yeah, that sassafras is dead. That'd be a good one for her. And like I say, we get these windstorms, and I don't know what comes down unless I come back here and look. Yeah, Darren could make some fence posts out of the limb wood. Actually got a red pine back here. There's one on the ground there. Came off that oak tree right there. That's ready. Might be a couple over in there. Have to make a trail to it though. I'm getting by the road. Might hear some traffic go by. Our neighbors just on that side of the driveway, all their property is for sale. And there's one area where there's probably 10 truckloads of gold sitting on the ground or hung up that's been there since I've been here, that's dry and solid. So I was almost gonna think about calling the realtor and ask her if I could go clean up the woods. Maybe she'd appreciate that. Of course, I don't have no way to get in there and move it yet. All right, back to the tour. And I've cut this bush down so many times. You can see, just wants to keep coming back up. Usually up into here is a good spot. Not too much underbrush. A few big oaks in here. There will be a new video publishing tomorrow on my other channel of the first tree my brother and I took down yesterday. Should be out about 4 o'clock. I know Dean outside Michigan probably be the first comment. He's getting good at that. Unless I cheat and send the link to Tom Waddle and he does it. Here's a nice one right there. Some sassafras on the ground. Another sassafras. That should be ready. That one's pretty roach, but good enough for Mom. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers, ain't that right, Paul Wagner? Looks like we got a piece right here in the middle of the trail. What that came off of. But it needs to go. Go into Mom's stove. See some over there. There's a decent sized one. Broke off that oak tree right there. Nice and dry. Uh-oh, I hear the sirens going off. Hope everybody's okay. Kind of getting disoriented where I'm at. Been so long since I've been out here. So I think, yeah, this is where we just came through on this side. Got too far that way. Yeah, I've already showed you this piece, I think. Yeah. There's an oak in here I want to show you. I got to be close to it. Maybe it's farther that way. And it's up in here somewhere. Oh, I don't know all of them were alive. I might have to get Darren a MS-261 steel chainsaw for Christmas. Bet you wouldn't turn it down. No, he's a Husqvarna guy now. And I found the oak tree I was looking for. See you later, Catskill Hillbilly. See that stump there? That was the biggest hickory tree we had on the property, and Mike dropped it. And the carnage it left behind it got this cherry tree is now tilted. You can see it into the sun. But it hit this oak tree right here. You can see it took a bunch of branches off. Now that tree's dead. But it's still really green. We're gonna keep an eye on it. We'll see how many years it takes before all the bark falls off. See, it hit the side here and took that off, and I think that's what killed it. A couple spots up there, but it's, I don't know, 70 foot tall, and I don't like them any bigger than this. Probably 18 inches in diameter, like right about here. So it needs to go. But it's gonna take years. It takes years for trees to lose their bark. But then you know they're dry too, at least near the top for sure. Out here we had a branch fall, big oak branch. Now this one I can get with a view, because it's right along the driveway. See this, all this right here, and then this part of it is probably maybe 2 days of burning, maybe 3. But like I say, I'm gonna pull up in the view and get that. I'll probably do that in another live stream coming up. So this one's gonna have to be split, a couple pieces. And my brother, you know, he's doing that job hauling the brush away in his van, and he's got to go to the local dump. But if he drove it all the way back here and dumped it somewhere, you know, his profit, instead of paying $20 for to dump it, he'd be paying $20 for gas. What he needs to do is find somebody that lives around there, goes to his church, that has some property. It's near the Kalamazoo airport, if anybody knows anybody, and dump it on their property, and for free. It's biodegradable, so the greenie weenies don't get pissed off. Pretty much the driveway runs along the border, and then it branches out a little bit on our side. Look what happened yesterday. Somebody came and bought all my bundles. They must have really liked that birch in there. And they bought 10 bundles, I think. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So now I got to make more bundles. So I don't know, what should I do, guys? Should I go in the house? We got about 15 minutes left. Do some Q&A where I can see everything you say, because right now I can't see what you're saying. Or I can go make bundles. Let me know in the comments here. Q&A or bundles. And go. Gear Boy says Q&A. I don't see anything up into there. This is my boiler wood. Both? TNA? Yeah, I almost said that. Yeah, wrong channel. Don't let your fiance let you see that quote or comment. What's the name? Was it Megan? Not much in here. Like I said, I got it last year. I wish I could go over and over in the neighbors. Go over there, and I haven't been in their woods in a couple years since John killed Gary and that other guy. That piece is ready. Stacy says Q&A. Got a few beech trees on our property. There's one right there. It's grown pretty big. It used to, it seemed like when I was out here, it was about 8 inches in diameter. think I'm gonna have. I just sold this. I think I have Nate bring me some semi-seasoned oak. Dump it right here. Like I said, I got to fill everything out back here. And we're back where we started. So you can see it's not much back there, but probably a quad trailer load at least. I bet Darren's drooling over this cherry. That would keep the restaurant happy for a week and a half, 3 weeks maybe, or probably 3 weeks. But you know, I'm here by bundles. But it looks like they want Q&A. About 10 acres, Will. So I was also thinking about making bundles and staging them there, so I don't have to make them in the wintertime again. Starting to come down some after Darren and I loaded here on Friday. But you know, I don't think I've had this much wood at this time of year ever that's dry and ready to go. Usually I'm sold out before Halloween of everything that's dry and have to scramble, and still got all this in here. But that's what I do. I try to have Darren or Nate deliver their product, or Herb or Jeff deliver it direct to the customer, so it doesn't even come here, and works out good for them. Ain't that gold so pretty? Yeah, next time, Darren, I wanna lay a tarp down so it doesn't sit in this mud or this mulch, so it doesn't get so dirty. So once I get rid of this, we'll lay this down. We'll dump it on that. Yeah, but it hasn't got cold yet either, Colleen. I think it's time I vacuum that out. Old Mechanic or Logger Al. What do you think? But I gotta put bundles in there and take them down to the driveway. Now let's see what's going on in here. Make sure there's no mud on my boots or I'll get yelled at. I'll show you how I get the mud off my boots. If this will stand up. Probably not. Oh, there goes Judah. We go like this. Probably shouldn't do it on the porch. See what's going on in here. All right, shut the TV off, Grandma. All right, I need to get something to drink. It's way past due for a union break. Oh, yeah? Oh. Yeah, I think he was there when I was there. Well, Kool-Aid. Not the kind old Let's Go Brandon is selling or making. I don't drink that Kool-Aid. Losing the signal. Buffering. Froze up. Looks like it's back now. Let me stop moving for a second. Is it coming in? Is this? Can you see? It looks like I don't know. Let me get on the computer and see for myself. I gotta take this off. It's pretty hot in here. If Deb and Chuck are watching, what I'm wearing. You see it? Did it freeze up? Looks like it's still going on. All right, I gotta log this in. I got sweat dripping off my hat. Believe it or not. Hopeless connects to the Wi-Fi because it's set up for downstairs. So go to my page. Just take a minute. Might have to shut the sound off so I don't get an echo. Not Facebook, YouTube. All right, it's coming up. And I see myself, I have to say. I'm here. All right, now I can just like read. I don't have to type on here. Look up like that. Like I say, it does look a little bit foggy, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because our Wi-Fi is so slow. Could probably turn it up, turn the camera up so it doesn't have to be so low. Let me do that. Shibe here? Hi, Shibe. Hey, Darren, tell Shibe hi. If you're still here. Woo! How about some sound effects? Was that a good one? I don't want to go too crazy with Grandma sitting right there reading her Sunday paper. All right, now I just gotta see. I have to look down to read the questions. Scroll up and see what you got to say. Oh, you're at drill? You in Texas or in Pennsylvania? Trying to find where I can scroll up on the chat, but oh, there it is. I can go up and see. Hey, at least I got my own drink there, Logger Al. I could have sat down and said, "Hey, can you go get me some Kool-Aid?" But I think tomorrow, if I can get my brother to help me move the splitter, we're gonna take that over to the Gold by Bay one that Darren just brought me and get that split. Oops, don't go doing too far. I can't see the chat. How much should we burn, Chris? If it was like, probably 5 or 6 cords a year or more, but they're all my rejected pieces, all the oddballs, so it's like, how do you measure it? Yeah, we probably go through a wheelbarrow load every day. Yeah, I got a grinder. I can sharpen them. It's good enough. All right, who's gonna ask me when I'm gonna get a truck? And this is gonna make some of you guys mad, but I'm halfway tempted to get the quad. Get a quad or something like just a tractor that I can move the splitter around here before I get a truck. And I assume, all right, South Surgeon, take care. Thanks for stopping by. You burned that much? It looked like you got some good wood the other day. Colleen, how big's your stove? It looked like Frank cut them. Looked like they were 2 feet long. So you must either have a big stove or is gonna recut it. I just go down looking for the questions. Like I say, well, shoot, it's already 11 o'clock. But I didn't start till like 10:05. So we'll see how they go in with it. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I think I might go out and make those bundles now or as soon as the video ends and refill the driveway. It is the weekend. And I have campers are still stopping by and buying loose wood or buying bundles. And as you can see, it's a nice day out there. It's supposed to be great weather for the next 3 days. I think they were saying about 70 and lows in around 50. Perfect working weather. Old Flick Boogers needs to get back in the woods and gold mine. But the restaurant's giving them a break. They're taking a week off just to give their employees a rest, because everybody's so stretched thin. Nobody wants to work in the restaurants anymore. So I think that's how they do it to give people some time off. They just shut down for a week. Cherokee, you know, yeah, and it needs to be a truck. I'm already using the View, and the rear struts and shocks are shot. So I'm going to try to get with my mechanic. I hope he doesn't want gold for payment. I'd rather just pay him and have that fixed because of I've been using it for 6 months, and so I'm gonna message him. Both mechanics are way behind her, and now with deer, it's already bow season. But when hunting starts on November 15th, then that's gonna push my mechanic back even farther. So I better get on its waiting list. I think I'm gonna email him later today. See you later, Darren. Be safe out in the woods. Don't forget to take care of Randy, and you got to take care of Jeff on Friday. You might even get more in. Gear Boy, yeah, I've made it pretty clear to a lot of people. What I want is a Chevy, GM, 3/4 or 1 ton, 4-door or third door, 6.5 foot box. I don't want a 4-door and a 8-foot box. It's just hard to get through the woods that way. And I know the problem with the older ones. Yeah, they're built better. Not build back better, but built better, and but the rust kills them. But obviously V8, and it has to have 4-wheel drive. I gotta be able to get back up our driveway with the truck being empty on snow and ice. I'm not putting chains on the tires, so I would like low mileage, and I would say my price range right now would between 10 and 15,000, maybe as much as 20,000, if we can get finance. If I can't get finance, then I gotta save and pay everything up right away. Bill Reed, my neighbor in Ontario. Good morning. Check the store. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, I don't want to do the half ton because then I'm gonna have to put bigger springs in. I know Darren's been doing it with his, but I know he talked about doing that. Darren also said he was thinking about getting another truck just for more firewood deliveries. But it's been since January 11th, and I have been getting by. The deliveries are still being done. I don't know how many we delivered last week between me and Darren and Jeff. Um, yeah, they say, oh, you'll save money. Well, like the average delivery fee is like $40 or $50. Well, I don't have to buy gas. I don't have to make payments. I don't have to maintain it. So, but and Nate too delivered for me. It's just, what I'm saying, if I don't have to pay for all that stuff, which is kind of nice. And like I say, the guys have incentive to do the deliveries for me because if I'm not doing deliveries, if I'm not getting my wood out, then I don't need to buy wood from them. So they have incentive to help me with the deliveries. You guys understand that, right? Wow, $800. I mean, hell, you guys seen the one I was looking at? The guy my mechanic wanted 1,500 for it, and it was rusty as hell, and the driver window wouldn't open. I mean, the 4-wheel drive worked. The heat and well, heat and the air conditioning worked, but the third door didn't open, and it had all the cracks in the frame, and he wanted 1,500 for it. Yeah, oh, I bet, yeah, that price. Yeah, I seen one the other day. It was a 2013 ton, and they wanted 13,000 for it. I'm like, oh, that's a good price. It was like 389,000 miles on it. You know, so I mean, that's just what you're gonna get nowadays. It's slim pickings. Yeah, that's about what I'm getting, Bill Reed. 125 a face cord, which is a 4 foot by 8 foot stack, or a third of a cord. So times three, that's 375. The wood that Darren delivered for me the other day, if you watched the live stream on my Facebook page, Joe's Premium Firewood, he took a Joe cord of hickory and a Joe cord of mostly oak for the guy's fireplace, which is two Joe cords is about 4 foot short of a full cord or bush cord, and I got $490 for it. So that's not bad, but it was a 1 hour drive one way, and I charged extra for hickory. 800 bucks in better shape than the one that I was looking at. Wow, that's a steal. And people keep sending me links for stuff, but almost everyone's a half ton, and if I'm, there's a lot of weight in there, especially when I'm hauling logs. So I need the leaf springs, and I would like a stronger frame too, one that doesn't have to be welded every 6 months. Yeah, APED when the first snowflake hits, um, the phone will be ringing off the hook. Everybody's wait. It's just been extra warm. Yeah, we've had a few cool days, but it takes that first snowflake, and then everybody and their brother all orders at the same time, and I get overwhelmed with deliveries. But Darren assured me, Nate, both those guys, if they can both help with deliveries, I should stay on top of it. Because like last year, I was out of wood, so I was splitting right into the truck, and then I'd go do a delivery, and then I'd come back and split into the truck, and then set up a delivery for the next day. So I was doing like one every day for I don't know how many days in a row, at least one. Sometimes I do two in a day, but I had like a 6 week waiting list. People order on like October 1st, got their wood on November 8th. That's how backed up I was on deliveries last year. Uh, yeah, nice to see you, Richard. Hey, look what I'm wearing. Can you see? Can you see? Chuck here too. But yeah, I was wearing the hoodie out in the woods, but so next to this, probably about 75 degrees, 80 degrees in here right now because it's not that cold outside. But it sure is nice outside right now. But like I say, sorry, Richard, getting late. Like I say, I've already did the walk in the woods, and we're already a little bit over an hour. So, like I say, I'll do this for a few more minutes. Look for questions. But I think I'm gonna go out and make some bundles for the driveway stand. I'm back the view right up into there and make them and put them right into the view. Kind of daydreaming looking outside just because it's so nice out. It's better sitting in front of this when it's 30 degrees outside or 25 and the wind's blowing, it's snowing. You come in here and get next to this. You just can't beat wood heat. Give her a thumbs up if you can't beat wood heat. What's up, Chuck? You see the shirt? Wonder if Darren's wearing his today. I was thinking about going down and making a video with him. I don't think I can live stream because it's too poor of a signal. And even today, I lost a signal here a couple times. It looks like it's coming through okay. Billy agrees. You can't beat wood heat. Gas ain't that cheap. Yeah, they just raised propane. Luckily, they filled ours up here a couple months ago, topped it off at the cheaper price because it's up to, I think, $2.50 a gallon or something like that. Oh, you guys hauling logs right now? Was it that box elder I think you were talking about milling? I know Herb milled some box elder. And he did real well on it with that red grain on the inside. I don't like it for firewood, but if you can woodwork it, go for it. Yeah. Well, what we do, Billy, is we'll get this going 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and it'll go all day, except for like today. I'm talking about winter time because it is 60 degrees out. So it's just right now. Are you gonna just let it go out, Grandma? Yeah, it's hot enough in here, and it'll stay warm the rest of the day. With it, it's getting up to 60, but just to take the chill out this morning. So this is like our second fire of the season. Oh, you're making a shorts video later? We'll check her out and give her a thumbs up. Everybody else watching Iron Oak Sawmill, they in addition to doing milling, they also have a Easton made 1220, which is made in Canada. There, Billy, and I think they're up in Ottawa, and 1222, and they also make firewood making videos. Need to check out their latest one. I like it a lot. Thanks for the shout out, guys, and putting the sticker on there. I do appreciate that. Yeah, that's what we do, Billy. We let this go all day in the wintertime, but at 9 o'clock, when everybody goes to bed, it goes out, and then the propane kicks on, depending on how cold it is, overnight, and then rinse and repeat every day. And my brother gives her, he goes out and he gives her his good stuff if he doesn't sell it. The king of firewood. He sells a lot of wood, or not a lot, but he sells some, and he also gives it away to the homeless if they need it. But they've cleared out both them camps, so I don't know what's going on with them now. You know how to cut wood then, Billy? You've did it before? You know how to run a saw? I mean, I got good suppliers right now, but Darren's going to school for HVAC tech, and I think it's a 2-year program, and he just started the second year, so I think by next fall he should be done, and then he might go out, get a regular job. But then he said he still wants to do firewood on the side, but we'll see. Depends on how many hours they got him working. Just for yourself, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much I'm selling a year. I don't really keep track. It's got to be over at least 200 cords, bush cords, or whatever. Yeah, look, girl. I mean, like like it is today.